Hello, beautiful people, my beautiful Scorpios. Welcome back to Queen Cup Tarot. I'm just trying to shuffle up right now and catch a vibe and get ready to do your January 2020 readings. For those that are new, welcome. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe. And for those that are returning, thank you for all your likes, shares, subscribes, and positively engaging this channel the way you do, sending me your genuine love and support. As I tell you guys always, and I will continue to, it's an absolute privilege and honor to not just connect and read with you guys, but, you know, do this thing called Ascension together. All right. So thank you guys for journeying with me in 2019. And I look forward to everything that we build, all the growth and development that will continue to occur in 2020. All right. For those that would like to book a personal reading with me, I am going to be doing personal readings. You guys know that that's my passion, working one-on-one with you guys. So if you want to do readings, I'll be offering them as long as I'm here on the tube. Just email me. My email address is below, and I will send you the link for my availability and get you in the books. All right. Just keep in mind my readings are live. They're not pre-recorded. You can record the session and watch it as many times as you'd like, but I will not pre-record it and send it to you. Okay. I do my readings live. For those that timestamp the reading prior to the prayer, thank you. Please continue to do so. It's much appreciated. And for those that are new, if you want to bypass the intro, just see below in the comments. Angel Gang's really good at timestamping, and I try to be good at pinning it. All right. For those that would like additional content offered other than the monthlies on YouTube, I launched a Patreon where I do daily readings and weekly readings there. So if you vibe with the kid and you vibe with these readings, definitely go to Patreon. Just know that it is members only, high vibes only. Okay. You guys go onto that Patreon and start dogging people out, coming there with your low vibrations. I will refund you and I will block you straight up. All right. It's a safe space for high priestesses and high priests to, tap into the daily energies, whether you resonate with my readings or not. High priestess there are talking about what they're going through. They're sharing their own downloads, so it needs to continue to stay a safe space. All right. Decks. I am using Cynthia Harrison's Honest Truth Tarot. I'll put a link for it below. And for Eugene's decks, I use tons of them, so I'll just put a link for his website so that you can get any of his decks. I have 90% of his collection. So if you enjoy the decks that I use here, most of them are on Eugene's website. Mind you, of course, I use other decks and stuff, but you guys know I'm a huge fan of Eugene's. And shout out to Eugene, man. I learned so much about the esoteric world and reading tarot and everything just from buying his decks. So shout out to Eugene for just what he does for the culture. All right. And I'm going to actually start your reading with a major arcana from his Tarot of Chateau Avenarice. So that will be the overarching energy that's crowning your reading. And then we'll break that energy down with a 9-card spread from Cynthia's deck. And then I'll use the Golden Venetian Lenormand from Eugene to clarify, as well as the Fairy Godmother Oracle to clarify. And if we have time, we will wrap with another oracle and read it from the book. Okay? All right, you guys can timestamp the reading now. We're going to get into prayer. Father God, Holy Spirit, ancestors, guardian angels, thank you for rising me up out of my bed this morning, and thank you for connecting me with the collective every day. Right now in particular, please allow me to communicate clearly with the collective sign of Scorpio. Please allow me to communicate clearly with them the messages that are in their greatest good, surrounding their material abundance, sustenance, the relationships closest to them, their personal ascension and development, and any other messages that you deem worthy at this time. Thank you, Father God, Holy Spirit, ancestors, guardian angels, for everything you do for me and the collective, all the healing energy, the support, the love, the guidance, and the protection. We are nothing without it, and we are nothing without you. So glory be to the Most High forever and ever. Amen. Let's see what you guys' overall energy stepping into 2020 is. I love this deck. I like how it just kind of pulls the energies in, the main energies of whatever this reading's going to be about. I like that. Wheel of Fortune. It's go time. And the World. This is the successful completion of a karmic cycle. period, point blank, because with the Wheel of Fortune speaks of karmic cycles, but it doesn't, you can go around the cycle over and over and over and never actually complete it because you haven't pulled all the lessons and transmuted all the pain into power from it yet. So you'll go around it again and again, getting stronger and stronger until you feel equipped to come off of this cycle better prepared, better understanding of life. That's where the world energy comes in, because it's the successful completion of this cycle, regardless of how many times you've went around this. All right, so that's really, really good energy. Wheel of Fortune speaks of karma, fated and destined events, you know, good fortune, just a change in fortune regardless. Because that Wheel of Fortune energy, there's a lot of people who've been living out good fortune at the expense of other human beings. That's not good fortune. Your good fortune shouldn't be at the cost of anyone. Okay, the devil energy wants you to have fortune and strive for it, abundance at the expense of other people, meaning you will take from people, you will stomp on people, you will lie, you will use them to get where you need. This wheel is turning for those people, meaning the people that they needed and utilized to get where they're at are no longer going to be accessible, because the divine has created boundaries to protect these people. Because they have willed that. They have gone to the divine in their awakening and asked for that support. They're going to get it. So these people are going to fall out of power. Okay? The people who've been used and abused, that wheel is turning in their favor. Trust me. All right, Scorpios. Let's break down this Wheel of Fortune energy and see what's really going on in January for you guys, okay? The overall energy attributing to this Wheel of Fortune here. Death. Death to the old, birth to the new. Death to the old you, birth to the new you. Death to the old timeline, birth to the new timeline. Time is up. No, time is not ticking. Time is up. This clock is blown out at the 9, 10, and 11. This clock is on 1 o'clock. It's starting at 1 again. This 9, 10, 11 is blown out, and then it starts. So to me, September, October, November rocked your world. A lot of you balanced out karma in those months. So there was a lot that was happening that was outside of your control, which might have seemed like it was killing you, but it was really transforming you. Getting you to let go of things that you held on to for too long, that were actually keeping you on an old timeline and not moving you forward. This month, a lot of you, like for some of you, you've gone through a very, very tough time. This might just be the simple verification that it's over. Like August, September, October, and November could have been very, very hard, tough, dark, painful, tower moment kind of energy. It's over. We're in December. And this clock is at 1, meaning January. Like a lot of you are coming out of this because some of you are not sure. Some of you are not ready to, are not in the energy of birthing newness because you're unsure if the death process has finished. Some of you got rocked so quickly that you're afraid. It's almost like that bomb syndrome, hearing bombs go off. You know, somebody slams a car door and you're like, oh my God. Like it's that PTSD a little bit. And this might just be simple verification for some of my Scorpios, because this is your energy, that the worst is truly behind you. The worst part of this transformation and death process is behind you. A lot of what occurred needed to happen in order to create the change you need. So maybe the change is still happening, but the events that rocked you, that made this change or initiated this change, is behind you. It's behind you. The Three of Wands, this speaks of exploration, progress, and opportunity. So this is the progress made and the opportunity that's now being had, because this clock is on the 1. So these are the aces, embarking into new opportunities. And these opportunities are going to help you better understand this transformation process if you don't understand it now. So you're going to explore opportunities and realize a lot of what happened is allowing you to embark in these opportunities. It made you better equipped to embark in these opportunities. Some of these opportunities that you're going forward towards were opportunities presented to you on your old timeline that you realized you were not ready for. So a lot of what occurred was to create the change in you so that you could be ready to embark in where it was you've always wanted to. Oops. The Two of Swords. Yeah, it's deciding. The Ten of Swords. Yeah, this is this karmic cycle that is at an end. The end of a difficult situation. The end of a difficult situation. It's this. It's over. It had to happen the way it did. Stop. Some of you need to really let go how things transpired. Because the fact of the matter is they transpired and they created the change. So just move forward. Some of you need to let go of control of how you think fated and destined events are supposed to transpire in your life. Like some of you have some control issues. Some of you want to explore an opportunity, but you would have to successfully complete this cycle in order to do so, whatever this cycle is, because then we've got the death energy again. So whatever this cycle is, something needs to be successfully wrapped up in order for this exploration to occur. So where the stalemate is deciding to bear the brunt of ending something in order to explore something else. Some of you haven't gone through this death process yet. You're embarking in it. And some of you are telling the divine, you're getting downloads about something and you're telling the divine you don't want it to be done this way, or you're not ready, or you're avoiding. Some people are avoiding wrapping up a cycle. Some people are avoiding exploring opportunity. There's some avoidance and some stalemate here, because I told you guys in these readings, there's a lot of people who are either wrapping up old karmic cycles and focused on that, or are embarking in new karmic cycles and focused on that. And then there's other people who are doing both simultaneously. They're the ones struggling the most at this time, because it's a lot of change. It's a lot of change. She's so cute when she's curled up, like, she'll like, my dog is adorable. Anyway, next card out, the Nine of Swords. This is stress and anxiety surrounding the exploration of something. And I think the reason why there's anxiety here is because something has to be done. So the anxiety isn't about the exploration. I think this person wants to explore and is excited about it. The problem is why they're stressed is because of the cause and effect. Essentially, what would need to be done in order to free up or be able to or be prepared to explore a new time cycle. Somebody is avoiding wrapping something up in order to be able to explore something. So there is this very tough mental anxiety energy. It's like the longer this indecision and this procrastination occurs, the more stressed you or this person is becoming, because there's this desire to progress and explore opportunity, but this person feels like they can't because they have to do this first, and this is what they are avoiding. For some of you, it's somebody wanting to explore a relationship with you, but they know they can't because they haven't wrapped up an old timeline. This is certain people wanting to explore opportunities in career, right? But stressed out because they didn't make the decisions to position themselves in a way to be equipped to do that. So some people, with regards to like career and stuff, I feel like there's a desire to explore a new path, but stressed about what would need to be done in order to do it. So maybe stressed about any kind of certification, schooling, the money required to further to further. Some of you are wanting to explore an education of some kind or a career path is of some kind, but might feel like your money's tied up in an old karmic cycle. And part of some of you wanting to end this old cycle because you're realizing, like I said, that you can't move forward unless you wrap something up. And there's somebody avoiding doing that. And the person that's avoiding is putting themselves under a lot of stress. The longer and longer they take to make a decision, they're just stressing themselves the fuck out. The moon, these are fears, anxiety, hidden truths. For some of you, with regards to employment, you're getting offered opportunities. Some of you are pregnant or your partner's pregnant, and you feel that whatever's change is occurring in your personal life is stopping you from going to be able to progress in the workplace or take certain opportunities. Some of you are hiding from an employer that you're currently pregnant. Some of you just started a job, fell pregnant, and are hiding your pregnancy from your employer out of fear that you're going to be let go or that they're going to see you as being deceitful because you didn't let them know. Yeah, Ace of Pentacles. Deciding whether or not you want to tell the truth to an employer about a pregnancy or some kind of change in development. Some of you are so busy at work. Some of you had a passing away. There's something you need to do, and you feel like it's self-fulfilling prophecy. Some of you guys are telling yourself that if you reveal hidden truths, bad things are going to occur. But what's occurring is the bad things are already occurring because the lack of communication, this stalemate is causing somebody a lot of anxiety and is stopping them from being able to pursue a new opportunity because they're assuming the worst. Okay. Justice under the Ten of Swords. It's karmic balance. The Hierophant under the moon. And the Page of Wands, which I saw a bunch of times in your shuffle. Okay. Some of the overall energy that has come out, this Hierophant has come out in quite a few of the readings, and the Nine of Swords came out in, I think it was actually just the live Christmas I did. But either way, yeah. Moon energy smack dab in the middle of your spread. Scorpio, Scorpio, Scorpios. Understanding that your words manifest. Understanding that what self-fulfilling prophecy is and how there's a need to change your mindset. And a big way that's going to change this mindset is your heart, your emotions, because there's no cups here. The only emotions here is the moon, and it's illusions, fears, and hidden truths. So lack of surety about how somebody feels or fear about revealing feelings. So essentially, I don't know, man, it's tricky. There's a lot of energies here. I see people stressed about making a decision to embark in opportunities, stressed about embarking in opportunities because of what they'll have to let go and wrap up. Some of you know you're going to come into some money and need to divorce a partner now in order for them not to have access or rights, legal rights to the money you're about to manifest. So some of you know that some of the changes that are happening in your career, in order to really be able to embark in them, you're going to have to let somebody go, let a relationship go. Some of you are starting a job that requires you not to smoke and drink. So the ending of this cycle is essentially smoking, drinking, anything like that, because there's this need to, but some of you really suffer with addictions and know that if you're going to explore an opportunity with regards to career, that maybe there's some kind of drug testing and that you won't be able to. Yeah, there's a need to wrap something up in order to explore an opportunity. And the Three of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles made me see the Four of Pentacles, which is essentially needing to let go of something in order to free up space to acquire more. It's coming out of poverty consciousness. Yeah, some of you get communication. This Hierophant and this Justice, that is like an actual like organization of some kind. Okay, and this is getting communication about a new opportunity. So good news about a prosperous new opportunity. Okay. The problem is it's hard to celebrate this opportunity because some of you know what you're going to have to do in order to take this. What you're going to have to reveal. Some of you have to reveal, some of you finally got an opportunity to explore a career. Like some of you got word from an employer. The problem is last year you might have gotten some kind of record, legal issue, something on your record that is making you afraid, wondering, should I reveal? Because for some of you, it's not anything big, but wondering if you should reveal to an employer this or wait for them to figure it out. But the self-fulfilling prophecy is that if I reveal this hidden truth, they're not going to want me. And that might not necessarily be the case. Like you might be looking at something on your record as being really bad. Like if this is nothing to do with like weapons, violence, serious fraud, like things like this employer isn't going to care. Like some of you, it's weed or it's like, it's a DUI from a couple, like it's not anything serious. But some of you are disqualifying yourself and saying, oh, this opportunity came in and I can't even take it now because of whatever happened. It's not necessarily the case. Some of you need to be confident about communicating your truth and knowing you're going to end up where you're meant to end up. Anyways, let's pull from the Lenormand, though, and get some clarification, my beautiful Scorpios. 222, I saw it too. Father God, Holy Spirit, ancestors, can we please clarify this Three of Wands and this Two of Swords? Why is this person stressed about exploring? Some of you are stressed about embarking in a new career path because you don't have the support in order to do that. Some of you want to pursue an opportunity where there's passion, but you might not feel you have enough support, money, to do it. Some of you are afraid of what it is you'll have to sacrifice in order to pursue an opportunity. Some of you are going to have hidden truths revealed to you that are going to free you up. It's almost like some of you were waiting for somebody to communicate something to you, and when they do, it frees something up. I don't know what this is, but this is number 11. This is the whip. This is either brushing something under the rug that you found out or reacting and punishing somebody and retaliating against something that you found out with the broom. It's really the whip in the Lenormand, but here it's depicted as the broom. So it gives multi-purpose to what that card can mean. Like I said, you can, a lot of people, when they come across this information or find out this shit, some of them sweep it under the rug. Some people react to it, right? Some of you are not sure how to react to something you were told, whether you want to sweep it under the rug or address somebody, call somebody out on account of it. For some of you, you shared good news, but it was a secret. Some of you shared some information, some sensitive information because it was good news and you were excited. The problem is you asked this person to keep it a secret and they betrayed you and they told somebody that you were exploring or thinking of exploring something, and it does cause an issue with whoever they told. So now you are upset that somebody has spilled the beans or communicated some shit that they weren't supposed to. Like for some of you, you told somebody, some of you, it's like a sibling, you told somebody that you got an opportunity or you might move or you're dating somebody or you're back into communication with somebody, this person is going to tell people or tell someone, and it's going to cause stress because some of you were not really ready to reveal certain things, which is why you should have kept it quiet to begin with. Who you shared it with, I don't feel like communicates it in malice. I think they just did it out of ignorance and selfishness. The Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, there's this excitement, this energy. It's the page. You've got the Ace of Pentacles twice. Some of you guys really want to move forward towards something and feel like you can't because, and the fucked up thing is there's this feeling of I can't, but it's what you're telling yourself. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy because you're not saying that you can embark in the new beginning. What you're really saying is I'm not ready to wrap this cycle up or reveal certain truths. That's what I'm seeing. It's not stressed about anything new. I think a lot of you know that this is good karma. Some of you have good and bad karma playing out simultaneously, meaning that the divine is showing you your new life and saying you need to deal with the heavy karma of wrapping up this timeline that some of you are procrastinating and not working on doing, but intuitively know you need to. So do whatever rest and contemplation you need to get up on your high horse and fucking wrap this shit up because you have a whole fucking future waiting for you. Granddaddy Karma said, yes, I have good and bad karma for you. So handle and balance out that karmic debt by speaking your truth, resolving and wrapping up what you need not. And then your positive karma is also here for you to engage in. Your negative and positive karma are one and the same. They are one in the same. The divine does not look at us like, you're bad and da-da-da-da-da, and that's bad karma, and no, that's why karma is not in our control, because that's how we look at karma. If karma was in our control and meant to be in our control, everyone would be dead. That's why it's not in our control, and the divine handles it because it ensures that nobody dies, but everybody gets the valuable lessons that Granddaddy Saturn are trying to teach us about life, balance, justice. This is why somebody's stressed. They're seeing this opportunity pass them by, afraid of an opportunity passing them by. This anchor is essentially this 10 of Swords. Somebody is still holding on to the end of this cycle, needing to successfully complete it so that the transformation and change can truly occur. And this is where some of you are stuck. Some of you, this is the story of someone that you can't understand why they're not coming towards you, with you, because they are stuck. Somebody is watching their life pass them by, watching opportunity pass them by. This is causing stress. Wanting to move forward, wanting to take these Ace of Pentacles, wanting to communicate good news, wanting to reveal this new time cycle, but not being able to because the past is still lurking. That's weird. The past is still lurking. It could be somebody, it could be some truths. I don't know. Fuck. Celebrations. Sacrifices. Yep. You guys have to make the sacrifices needed in order for you to be able to explore your karmic justice, which is coming in the form of the Ace of Pentacles. It is an opportunity that you have waited for, and it wasn't just waited for, you prepared yourself to embark in this new opportunity, and Granddaddy Saturn delivers it to you. But he's telling you need to eat your dinner before the dessert. The dinner is wrapping up this karmic cycle. The dessert is your new life. There's a decision. Some of you are avoiding your negative karma and only looking to explore your positive karma. And it doesn't work like that. And some of you are starting to understand that, and that's where the stress comes in. And that's where this avoidance and this stalemate's coming in. The more you focus on this, the easier it gets to wrap this shit up. The easier it gets to come out of this stuck energy because you have faith in your future. The less faith you have in your future, the more you stare at the old karmic cycle, and the more stressed and the less open and the more avoidant and stalemated you become. Some of you, the energy that you're in on this old karmic cycle has you fucking dangerous. So for some of you, this hasn't come into you because of the energy that you're in, because this needs to get wrapped up before this comes in. Because the energy you're in handling this is not the energy you need to be in to welcome and usher this in. Does she look approachable? No. Okay. All right. Father God, Holy Spirit, ancestors and guardian angels. What else do we have for the beautiful Scorpios? Long-term plans and visions. The divine is trying to bring in, there's a lot of wishes that you made, a lot of long-term plans within your meditation and your spiritual awakening that you made, created from yourself in a conscious place. The divine has that in the barrel, ready to shoot out at you. The problem is these long-term plans and dreams are in direct conflict with this cycle that needs to be wrapped up. These timelines cannot live simultaneously any more than they already are right now. Some of you really have to pull the trigger and decide if you are your future or if you are living your past. Peace, uncertainty about how to get there with the heart. Some of you are unsure of how you can peacefully go towards your heart desires without hurting anybody else. You know, some of you, it's taking on opportunities. Some of you, it's moving. Some of you, it's exploring certain things. But there's uncertainty about the level of support you'll get, about how people might react, you know, about what to do. Like there's this, the clouds are right between the lilies and the heart. That's not good. There's uncertainty about how to bring peace, how to offer love, how to receive it. More flowers. Like some of you were abandoned by somebody with a small child. And this person, for some of you, it's a masculine energy that abandoned you and your child. And now they're watching you live out your life and they feel stuck. Whatever it was that made them think, pulled them away from you or took them away, has them stuck there now. And karmically, they need to go through whatever it is they need to go through to unstuck themselves. And for some of you, it is you and your child that is going to get this person to come off of a very nasty karmic cycle where it could have been generations of fathers abandoning their children. And they see you and their child and they say, I want to dead this karmic cycle. So can you understand how much bigger this karmic cycle is to dead when you've got 4 generations of masculine who haven't raised their children? Can you understand why this masculine might be very stressed about what has transpired? Yeah. Very karmic energies, very, very karmic, very, very karmic. Somebody, my aunt got me like a tile. I don't know if you can see this tile. Yeah, my shit. This tile here for Christmas because I was burning the shit out of my table. And my auntie watches my channel sometimes. And she's like, I seen you burn your Auntie Sylvie. She has a YouTube channel called Sylvie Savage. It's very like pet. Like she's brilliant when it comes to animals. Anyway, she was watching my shit and was like, oh, I see your table's destroyed and that you burn it with the frankincense. And she got me this little thing, which I thought was really cool. Anyways, we are going to now clarify with the Godmother Oracle. Guys, let me know your thoughts. If the readings resonate, great. If they don't, talk about the energies that you are subject to. Talk about the downloads that you have. You know what I mean? And there's so many people in the comments that read and shit. Create a dialogue and a community in there talking. You guys are all high priests and high priestesses at this point. So if these readings don't resonate, don't tell me about it because there's nothing I can do about that. If it doesn't resonate, ask yourself why you were led here. It might have been to support somebody else. It might be to connect with somebody else. So read the comments, see what other people are going through, share your downloads. All of a sudden you're in like full-blown conversations with people being like, I met in Queen Cups, you know, Aries video. Encouragement. Yes, I'm encouraging you guys to love on each other and support each other and be your own high priest and high priestesses, because that's the authenticity that resonates in all of you. This ancient part of you that understands it's been here many, many times, gone on these karmic cycles many, many times. You've been here on the world many times. Death, rebirth. Oh, and then we've got the Egyptian god of Amen, which is beautiful. This is stepping out in your divinity. Okay, your God consciousness, your Jesus consciousness, being a part of everything you want to do now. This is the foundation. Some of you have long-term goals about buying a home, owning a home, you know, moving and relocating, and there's certain things you're going to have to let go of in order to bring this about. Maybe move out from somebody. I don't know. It's like some of you live with somebody, maybe a mother or a family member, and there's this desire to be out on your own and build something of your own and make your own environment. The problem is it's more than you just living with somebody. There's a codependent relationship that is stopping you from building your own foundation. So it's a mixture of being comfortable with what is provided to you in this codependent relationship, right? But also how this person's relying upon you. Like there's this desire to want to build a foundation elsewhere. The problem is coming out of this codependent comfort of where you're at. Some of you want to move, but you are taking care of somebody and feel like you cannot. Some of you, it's like career and work. Okay, some of you come off of a timeline of always taking care of the needs and other people more than yourself. The problem is the divine is bringing in karmic justice, which is this beautiful opportunity that's just for you. The problem is you're going to have to come off of this timeline of making everybody else's life more important, everybody else's world more important than yours. And you're stressed out about the decisions that you have to make about telling people that you are going to move forward without them, that you have to do A, B, and C in order to take this on. This is maybe no longer taking care of somebody, no longer being around somebody. Yeah, some of you guys are stressed about what you have to sacrifice or what you have to communicate to people in order to take on your karmic justice. This is the good stuff. This is the stuff we beg for, okay? But you have a 1 and a 10 here, so your karma is playing out simultaneously. So for a lot of the Scorpio collective, you are wrapping up cycles and starting new ones simultaneously. And that's probably in order for the divine to show you that what you're wrapping up specifically allows you to be open and move forward for this. The karma is linked. It's almost like the divine wants to show you why this never came in sooner. It was because you were on this cycle, and this Ace of Pentacles does not belong in this cycle. You understand that now. So that's why we come out of these tough cycles not bitter and resentful, because we understand what they were about. We wouldn't change anything for nothing. Listening, announcement, and fortuity. This is a lucky break. Fortuity is about like luck and the divine, and this is the collective energy that I've been getting. And it's not luck, it's blessings. A lot of you are going to show people what you've been telling them. You are going to see for yourself what your internal dialogue has been doing. Like everything, this death energy that's been happening internally is now going to come out externally. Granddaddy Saturn here is blessing a lot of people, because Granddaddy Saturn told us to do certain things, yo, and many of you guys did it. Privately, quietly, you did it. He's going to show you why he told you to do it and why he's so happy you did. Announcement, listening. You're going to hear, could come in the form of a call, an announcement of some kind. You're going to hear this, or you need to listen to it. You need to allow something to fully present itself to you, because some of you are in this Two of Swords energy and might not be fully open to hearing what is being presented to you for whatever reason. It could be it could be what just energy you're in. It could be a bad day. I don't know. There's a need for you guys to be listening to the good fortune that Granddaddy Karma has. Granddaddy Karma is going to show you why he told you to do what you did and why he's so happy you did it. A lot of you are going to be a lot closer with the divine, these planets, because you're going to understand how they play a role in not just your 5D life, but your 3D life. It's beautiful. It feels all warm and like grandpa energy. All right. And then let's wrap with a wild unknown archetypes. Like my pajamas, my mom got them for me. She's so fancy. I'm like, pajamas? Like, I'd wear this out. Put on a pair of fucking heels, straighten my hair. I'd wear this out. It's a whole suit, top, bottom. Pajamas. My mom's so fancy. My little sister got me this owl. She's like, I got it for your videos. I'm like, she's so cute. My little sister, I love her. Part of the reason why I'm not smoking on these videos anymore, because I found out she watches, and I'm her older sister, and by a lot, so she watches me. Not a lot, not as much as you think, because we are from different generations. There's like a 16-year age gap with my little sister on my mom's side, but you know, I don't want her going down that route. I don't want her feeling like it's cool. Like, I don't know. I felt like a moral obligation to stop smoking on this platform like that, because I even had people talking to me about, you know, do I need it to be woke and ascend and connect with the divine? I'm like, you don't need weed to connect with the divine. Oh no. I'm like, oh no. Maybe I do need to be, you know, mindful about the smoking, but I'm going through the detox anyways. I'm quitting, but even if I were to start smoking again, it won't be on here unless I do like one-off lives with you guys like I did on Christmas, right? I didn't save those videos and I made sure it was over 19 or 18 or whatever. The Warrior, number 10, and that's also the number of the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, the way this book works, you have I'll go over it another day because it talks about like everything. Anyway. The Warrior. I love this card. It's absolutely stunning. Kim Kranz is a fantastic artist. And I love how her decks are a reflection of her own spiritual journey. She talks about it at the beginnings of the books and stuff. This deck is not for everybody. Okay, you gotta be there's a certain level of awareness. Anyways, the Warrior, the Samurai, the Soldier, and the Advocate. We often envision the warrior as an armored figure with sword in hand, moving blindly towards battle. Yet the deeper aspects of this archetype brings us face to face with death itself. The warrior stands precariously at the edge of life and death, trusting the eternal to guide the sword's blade. The warrior's work requires presence, alignment, and purpose. If and when the warrior loses its center, meaningless confrontations and violence are their default response. When this card appears, it is important to question the battle at hand. It is likely a great one with deep roots and long-standing tensions. The actions you take will stay with you long after the dust settles. So choose wisely, brave one, as you draw your sword, realign with the eternal wisdom within, the surrender to battle. Then surrender the battle. When light, fierce clarity, purposeful action, resolve, and resilience. When dark, threats, savagery, abandoning missions and values. Go deeper. Tao Te Ching, chapter 68, the Bhagavad Gita. Be careful, as the warrior implies war. The two go hand in hand. Those who defeat others are strong. Those who defeat themselves are mighty. Without a true purpose, manifesto, or oath, the warrior is lost. What do you stand for? What are you willing to rise in the name of? Write it out. This I need to talk about in the shadow video, because essentially this is what your shadow is. It's a beast, okay? That needs to have a purpose, all right? Because when it's lost, when your shadow's lost, it will be vicious and violent and dangerous. But if it's tempered, it becomes a warrior, one of the strongest parts of you. What are you willing to rise in the name of? Get your higher self, your inner angel, to go to your shadow and get it on board with the mission. Yeah, anyways, the warrior. Anyways, guys, that's your spread. It was a bit all over the place, but what's new for Scorpio? I love you guys, okay? Like, share, subscribe. And until the next time I see you, Happy New Year's, and continue to let your beautiful inner angels live, okay? Mwah! I love you. Bye, Scorpio.